Hello, Honors Algebra students. Mr. Lawrence reporting live from McDonald's in Medina. And we are here with another flipped lesson for you. Today, you'll be able to say I can multiply monomials and binomials. You can also say I can use the little F word. What did he just say? Don't worry about it, Mom and Dad. It's totally clean, it's totally appropriate, and it's totally math. I'll teach you about a little F word in just a minute. All right, let's look at multiplying a monomial and a binomial. Here's our monomial, 3x squared. And then our binomial is 5x minus 2, the quantity, right? Well, I'm hoping that most of you by now know that this is a distribution situation, yes? So we're going to distribute. Now, one thing I'm noticing, some of you like to draw those little arrows and then you don't distribute. The arrows really don't get you any points. You understand that? The distributing is what gets you the points. So you need to make sure if you're drawing the arrows, then you're using them. All right, so first I'm going to go to 3x squared times 5x. Well, that's going to be 3 times 5 is 15. X squared times x to the third power. Then I'm going to go 3x squared times a negative 2. Well, that'll be a negative 6x squared. And there you go. Am I going to combine these two? No, I'm not, because they're not like terms, right? Okay, Kara, check this one out. I bet you'll like this. I'm going to distribute a negative 2, right? So I'm going to do negative 2 times negative 6x cubed, which will be a positive 12x cubed. All right, and then I'm going to do negative 2 times 8x. I'll get a negative 16x. Can't combine them. They're not like terms. My answer is a binomial, and I am done. Okay, so there we've seen how to distribute, how to multiply a monomial times a binomial. Now, for the two binomials, we need that little F word that I mentioned earlier. And the little F word in math is FOIL. FOIL. And FOIL stands for firsts, outer, inner, no, I'm not talking about belly buttons here, and lasts. Lasts. Now, if you look at this problem here, the firsts are the first terms. So this is where you get your F from. The outers are on the outer edges. So the 2x and the negative 2 are the outers. The inners are the ones on the insides. There you go. And then finally, the 5 and the negative 2 give you your lasts. Okay, so the firsts are the firsts in each quantity. The lasts are the last in each quantity. The outers are the ones on the edges, 2x and negative 2. They're on the outside almost. And then the inners are the ones that are kind of near each other, 5 and 3x. All right, so if I multiply my firsts, I'm going to get 6x squared. If I multiply my outers, I'm going to get negative 4x. If I do my inners, I'm going to get 15x. It's a positive, yes. And if I do my lasts, I'm going to get a negative 10. Now this problem is not done because you see right here, I have two like terms. I have a minus 4x and a positive 15x. So I'm going to go ahead and put those together. And that will give me a positive 11x and then a negative 10. And there we go. We just foiled. All right. I'm not going to do as much work on this one. I'm going to do it a little quicker. If you need to do this much work on a few of the problems, that's fine. You do what you need to do. I'm going to do my firsts. My first will be 7x and 3x. That'll be 21x squared. My outers will get me 7x and 8x, a positive 56x. My inners will get me a minus 3x, and my last will get me a minus 8. I've got some like terms right there. I'll put them together. 21x squared plus 53x minus 8, and there you go. All right, one more example, and then we'll get lots of practice with this in class tomorrow. Okay, do my firsts, and I'm going to get 100x squared. I'm going to do my outers, get a minus 10x. Going to do my inners, get a positive 10x. Going to do my lasts and get a minus 1. Okay, I've got some like terms. I won't always get like terms in the outers and inners, but Many times I will. You'll have to just pay attention to the details and make sure you're getting like terms. If you're not, it might be okay. Depends on what the problem was to begin with. All right, so these two are going to cancel each other out, aren't they? And so my final answer will be 100x squared minus 1. And there you go. So now you know how to multiply monomials to binomials by distributing. And you actually know the little f word. You know how to FOIL. And another way to think of FOIL, if you don't quite get it, all I'm really doing is double distributing. I'm taking this 10x and I'm multiplying it by 10x. And then I'm multiplying it by negative 1. Then I'm taking the 1 and distributing it. See? And when I think about it as double distributing, I get the same thing as if I FOILed. All right? So, um, yeah, I guess that's it. All right, Mr. Lawrence, signing off. Have a good night, everybody.